shade. Okay.
The fish 411. The 411. Thank you, God.
All right.
What's good, you guys? It's Kayla Got the 411. I'm back for another episode of the Kayla Perspective. I'm here with a guest this month. You all know I do monthly shows. Be mucking a bit on this show. This your third or fourth time now?
I'll say probably fourth.
Fourth time. So you already are OG to the show. But how you doing? How you been?
I'm all right, man. Just done relocated, new location. I'm just working, so I'm just trying to run this bag up, man, and handle my business. Still doing the music. Everything's still good, still networking, still meeting people.
Yes.
Still
Adulting. You know, how does it feel being the new adults? I feel like I'm an adult, but I don't feel like old yet. Cause how old are you? Are you a millennial?
Huh?
Are you considered a millennial? What's your
Yes.
age?
Yes,
Okay.
I'm considered a millennial, yes.
Okay, so
Yes.
you get what I'm saying. So we both
Yeah.
have kids, and that's the reason why this episode is called Real Talk with Moms and Dad, Navigating Obstacles, Growth, and Triumphs. So when you think back to yourself as a kid, like, did you see yourself as a parent today? And if you did see yourself as a parent, how many kids did you want? Because I know you was playing house.
Man, to be honest with you, back then, not as a kid, I wasn't even thinking like that. You know what I'm saying? Then when
I guess boys
older,
don't think like that, huh?
No, I mean, I'm saying like now it's people that do, it's men that do, but just me personally, no, I wasn't even thinking that far ahead. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I just was a hey, I'm living right now. It's right now. Tomorrow come, I deal with it when it get here type. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
That's how I lived back then when I was younger. Yeah, so.
I feel like most of my friends growing up and us, we were like playing house and we thought we was gonna be married by 18. And I remember I wanted 5 kids. Like I always said I wanted 5 kids. And I still know my son's name. Okay. But I have a daughter and I always knew her name. Okay.
Yeah.
So I don't know if I'm gonna have another son one day, but I remember in high school I had a friend who ended up, getting pregnant. You know how that goes. And I had told this bitch what my future son name. You know, she was about to name her son that. I was like, girl, don't even play with me. Girl, don't even play with me like that.
Do though. That's how they do it. You can't tell nobody shit.
Girl, do not play. Man, when I tell you I snapped on her in my house, I was like, girl, dude, you know how long I've been wanting to name my son that.
Yeah.
And I ended up having a daughter, but I used to want 5 kids, maybe because I was the only child and I felt like it's only right that I have like a whole bunch of kids. But now that I am a mom, I'm like, I'm good with one. You have one, right?
Look. So I probably did want a couple but I can't even say that. I was so busy in the street, my girl. I didn't give a damn about it.
You were thugging. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I just was doing my thing, so I never thought about it so righteously. My daughter coming really it's really the best thing that happened to me. I'll say I probably look forward to having another child, but not no time soon. You know what I'm saying?
Man, you keep saying no time soon. Now, how old is your baby?
She's 14.
Okay.
She's a 14-year-old freshman in high school.
Now, my baby is about to be 12 and she just in the middle school. So ain't no all that soon shit that we've been saying. That soon
but that's how my parents did back in the day. Hell, my brothers, man, what? Nigga, I was the baby. You know what I'm saying? I was the baby boy, and my damn brothers was like 18, 19 type shit, 17, 18. So
what?
I can't say that though. I'm telling you now, I can't say that. I don't know how life gonna work. You know what I'm saying?
So before we continue, right now, you want more kids. You saying that on camera?
Yeah, I say that. Yes, I would. Another one would not hurt. No, another one wouldn't hurt.
Now, do your daughter want more siblings, or does she have siblings with her mom? Because you and her mom are not together, are y'all?
She already got 2 older sisters.
Oh, she got 2 older sisters.
Mm-hmm.
Well, lucky her. You can't put her through that with them little toddlers.
No, she already she's a auntie herself. So you know what I'm saying.
Oh, so okay, her older sisters, they like grown.
Yeah, they grown. Yeah, like the same scenario. Like I'm telling you, like when she was born, they was probably teenagers, like 13, 14 type shit. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
Yeah.
Now I know earlier in the show you said that you wasn't really like planning, like you were just going day by day. I think my issue is I'm like a planner. I'm a planner. I
Yeah.
can't help it. I'm a Libra. I'm indecisive. It makes me feel better when I plan shit out. Like I've already figured it out. I don't want to get married until I'm in my late 30s or my 40s. I would like to get married to somebody who kids is grown.
Yeah.
My child will be going to college. And all we got to do is just travel, shop, and enjoy each other. Like I can't see myself with no little babies no more. I just can't. I've already got it planned out. Now, who's to say I don't fall in love in 6 months? Who's to say?
That's what I'm telling you. You don't
I'm
know.
telling you right now, I got my mind set. And typically, when I have my mind set, I mean,
say that's what it is. What it is.
Now, your daughter got 2 older sisters, right?
Yes.
My daughter has 2 younger brothers. So you can kind of understand a girl, older girl, having 2 young brothers that's like on her daddy's side, that's under, maybe they like under 7. So she don't feel like dealing with this shit.
Yeah, she don't.
She don't want to be bothered.
Cause she's so used to being by herself. She used to if she been with you and she been by herself mostly, nah, she don't want to be bothered with this shit.
And I think it's a boy thing too, because you know boys are rough. Like she go to her dad's house. She said her little brother kept throwing stuff at her. Mind you, he like 3, so I'm like, you ain't gonna die. Like
that's right. Yeah, he ain't gonna do that.
She don't want to be bothered with that shit. So I think if I was to have a child, Lord, let it be a boy, she'll probably pass out.
Yeah.
Now,
she ain't going.
So how many siblings do you have?
Oh well, I have 2 older brothers, but one of my brothers passed away when I was 16. So I only got 1 left.
Okay, no sisters.
Well, I take that back because my sister on my dad's side. So yes, I almost forgot. Damn, I'm fucked up. I'm tired. I'm sorry. I just got out of work. I'm tired. My bad. I had a long day.
Okay. So you have that. You have more of a family-oriented approach. Okay, I think sometimes that plays a part in it as well, like how you're brought up, how many siblings that you have. And I want to know what is like one lesson about yourself as a parent, like doing parenthood, that it has taught you, like something that you never expected, but you've learned since you've been a parent.
Okay, so
like you never expected to learn something like this. Like wow.
Okay. So as a kid, like I said, when you're young, you are not thinking so far ahead. Like the average person, you're not thinking, okay, 20 years down the road. You're really not thinking like that. Man, my daughter, man, I'm talking about once I saw how like kids have a mind of their own, like boy, know how to express, like they have a certain way of expressing themselves. I had to learn, like, oh, okay, you ain't tripping. That's just how your demeanor is. I had to figure out how to kind of adapt with that and compromise with that. Like, oh, okay, oh, I'm, and my daughter let me know, like, nah, you tripping, daddy. Like, you know what I'm saying? Ooh, okay, you see what I'm saying? And see, that's another thing. Like I said, like just a child that has their own mind and can think for themselves. That is like. And I used to hear my folks always talking about, man, you was, you know what I'm saying, when you was young, but it's like when you become an adult and you have children and you can see your child, like you can damn near see like, damn, I used to be like that. I used to do this. And I used to do that. And for them to have a mind of their own to kind of be like, you know what? Yeah, they understand, okay, these are my parents, but I'm still me. I got everything they got, but I'm still me. It's amazing to see that and learn that, to be like, damn, you know what I'm saying? You are your own little human being. You know what I'm saying? Like you have your own individuality, and it's that's hard though. That's what I'm saying.
I love hearing you say that about how you know, by you having a daughter and her being able to express herself to you, that right there already lets me know the type of father that you are, where she feels comfortable telling you how she feel. Because I'm having the opposite, situation with my daughter, where she don't feel comfortable talking to her dad about, how she feel, like, and that's a them issue. You know how, like, for example, like a child goes to her dad's house for the weekend, right? But you're not actually spending time with her and building a
Yeah,
bond and stuff. Like, she's just there. Like,
yeah,
she's just there. She's not really like with my dad, so
yeah.
that's
I
something that,
understand.
when you said that you noticed that, your daughter, like, tell you, like, okay, she may express some things about you that you never saw in yourself.
Yeah,
My situation, when I told my daughter that she says you have anger issues, he told me some, I don't feel like that. I said, I don't give a fuck about what you feel like. I'm telling you about what he feels like. Okay. I don't give a fuck about how you feel. Okay. It's not about how you feel, because I don't think nobody has, maybe they used to all that yelling and hollering and shit. But
yeah,
my baby
yeah,
has anxiety. Okay.
yeah.
They're yelling and shit. That no, it's not like you said. I'm pretty sure, when your daughter told you about something and it kind of took you off guard, like,
Yeah, yeah, it took me aback, and I was like, "Damn, boy, like you really be paying it." Like, not saying that you don't, but that really showed me, oh boy, your child, your kids, you are the example. You know what I'm
mm-hmm,
saying? Like, fuck the outside, fuck anything
right,
outside of that. Internally, you are who they paying attention to. They either gonna
exactly.
learn from you or they not gonna learn from you. You see what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So
Or,
seeing that, it
how
was
you
like,
have
damn,
those situations with parents. It's like you either have kids that idolize their parents, that want to be just like you, or they turn out
yeah,
to want to be nothing like your ass. And I know
yeah,
that was my situation growing up. Looking at how I was looking at my mom, we were the complete opposite. You wouldn't even think we were mother and daughter unless you look at us and see. We both got these big ass eyes. But as far as, like,
yeah.
I made it my duty, like, I cannot be shit like this. And
Yeah,
I found myself as a mother making sure that I don't
yeah,
be like that. But I also think our generation, because we went through that stage. I don't know about you, but I know, like, especially here in the South, like, children weren't able to express themselves to their parents because they'll tell you that you're
yeah.
being
No, you
disrespectful,
couldn't.
you're being too grown,
Yeah,
just for a child
yeah,
saying, like, even how parents, like, even you wrong, like, you wrong. You accuse your child of eating your ice cream, right? Not forgetting that your big ass ate your ice cream yourself, and don't even say sorry. I apologize.
yeah, yeah. Listen. That's something. That's another thing that I can say that being a father has taught me, that I had to understand. I'm like, man, I don't get it. I just couldn't get it. I'm like, man, this shit bogus. Like, man, what the fuck? But then I had to sit back and pay attention. Like, oh, okay, then. I
Mhm,
remember when I used to feel a certain way and I couldn't get the explanations or I couldn't even, I didn't, man, just like what you said, it was like, well, you a child, you stay in a child place. And it's like, man, damn, I just want to tell you something. Like, I'm not trying to be smart about it or nothing. I want to tell you how I'm feeling. And you
mhm,
couldn't. So it's like, I had to understand, oh, okay, this generation is different.
mhm,
Once I figured that out, it got better. I'm not gonna lie to you. I can
mhm,
communicate with my child better, way better. You know what I'm saying? So it's
mhm.
like, this is
Breaking
if I would have
breaking
had this when
generational
I was a
curse.
kid, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, for sure. Because if I would have had that when I was young, man, I probably would have had a different mind state.
Mm-hmm. And a lot of these things I've learned as well is like, well, I guess I'll answer the question, like, what's one lesson about myself and parenthood has taught me? One thing I've learned is that as parents, like, kids are just not here to help you, like, clean up and take care of you when you old. Like,
Right.
you are raising children to become adults one day. So the life lessons that you give them as a child, these are going to affect them as they become adults. Like, you never
Yeah.
want to send a child into the world as an adult and they don't know shit. They don't know no lessons. You ain't taught them
Right.
survival skills. Like, you ain't taught them
No.
nothing. Like, one of the key things that really made me think about this. There was I don't know if you know that show Bridgerton on Netflix.
Bridgerton. Is it
You
based
know,
out of Massachusetts? Is it that show that they in Massachusetts or something like that?
I don't know, but it's back like it's dated back like the 1800s.
Oh no. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I
when
didn't
they wear
I
like
don't
the
forget
ball
about that.
gowns and they talk about the
Yeah.
queen. But it was I think it was the first season with Daphne. If you watching, you all know what I'm talking about. The episode when Daphne got married and she went on and moved in with her husband. She was like young, maybe like 18. And she didn't even know. No, was it? I can't think. It's 3 seasons. But one on where the girl didn't know how to like create a baby. Like she didn't know like when a man do like this. So she didn't know.
Yeah.
Like she had no idea. She was so like upset with her mom because she was like, "Why didn't you talk to me about sex? Why didn't you talk to me about this?" It's like just send her on marry this man and then get her no tools on like womanhood at all.
Yeah.
So you got to like all these, these things are awkward, but I feel like it's your job as a parent to have these
You gotta have
conversations.
it. That's right.
You gotta have these conversations about all types of things. It's uncomfortable. You just can't just tell the kids do their homework, feed them, put and buy them clothes. Like,
No, for real.
like, no, like,
That's the problem now. That's really the problem with what's going on. Motherfuckers would rather let that phone or let that tablet or let that computer raise their child. Nah, man, that ain't gonna get it. Then you
because
wonder why
kids don't
your child
search.
spazzing out and your child act like they don't want to listen because they don't listen to your ass.
Kids, they gonna search and they gonna get online because they're curious. There's nothing wrong with kids being curious. Like I think as soon as my daughter hit puberty and I went to the doctor's office, like they gave me a pamphlet about children and porn. Like children hear about sex, they want to know what's going on. They possibly could get online because I don't know about y'all, but I sure was watching HBO, sneaking watching HBO late at night when I
Nigga was fucked up as a kid, boy. That shit was
you
nigga
just trying to
heard it
see.
out.
But you ain't seen nothing. You ain't seen nothing. Remember on HBO, like they wasn't really like doing nothing. They was like, I guess they was faking.
Now look, so back in the day, my dad and them had this, but they had the cable box. They had the box sitting on top of the cable box. It had a switch on a red switch. That shit, you hit that goddamn switch, that shit show all the like paper.
Oh,
That
so
shit
it
used to
showed the
show all
real
that
stuff.
shit. Yeah. So I used to sneak in, hey nigga, what? Boy, I go in that goddamn room when they go and goddamn boy. Man, that shit is so crazy just remembering that shit.
And most kids, most parents, when they will discover their child doing things like that, they would like doing it. Like instead of this is your moment to talk about the birds and the
to
bees.
explain it.
Yeah, so that's one of the biggest lessons I've learned as a parent myself is that I have to be the one to come to my daughter, talk about these things that may be awkward and uncomfortable so that she don't go out into the world and try to figure this shit out herself. A big example was, those girls that was on the gymnastics team, that was U.S. gymnastics team, they were sexually assaulted by the doctor. When you look at a lot of those young girls that was on trial speaking about it, those babies was like 7 and 8 years old when it happened, and they said they didn't even know what sexual assault was. They didn't even know that they was being sexually assaulted. So these awkward conversations as a parent, you got to be the one to talk to your child about what sexual assault is about. Nobody's supposed to touch you here. Nobody's supposed to touch you here. Like letting them know letting them discuss it in a childlike manner. There's books out there. Trust me, there's books out there on Amazon. You can don't scare their asses, but let them know to be aware. So if somebody ever do make them feel uncomfortable, they know to come talk to you to tell you.
You got to break it down and break it down in their terms so they can get it.
Break it down in their terms. So as we get older, since middle school, I already had that conversation about hoes. I had to tell I said, girls and being hoes. She said, what's that hoe? I said, a girl that's really promiscuous, and I just had to let her know what you do. People will put you down, but they'll praise a boy. So you got to just remember those conversations. I'm pretty sure your daughter already in high school, so she done already skipped. She a little bit further,
And the crazy thing about that is, see, one thing I can say about my daughter, she's not studying that shit right now. Like, she is I'm talking about, man, when I say I'm a proud dad, like I mean this shit. But my daughter she is on a whole. I'm talking about, and I'm thankful that what I have instilled in her, I can see it because when I was her age, I was on some bullshit. Like my dad
Mm.
was dead. My dad died when I was 12. So after that, shit just went array. You know what I'm saying? So at that age in life, boy, your ass is trying to you in discovery mode. You know what I'm saying? You
Mm-hmm.
discovering new
Mm-hmm.
things about your body. You discovering new things about yourself. You discovering things about other people and the environment you in.
And
You
peer
in, you
pressure
just learning. You soaking up information, and a lot of
hit.
it don't be the right information. You
Yeah,
know what
because
I'm saying?
normally it's from other kids. Like I know
Yeah.
when I had a serious conversation
Oh,
with my daughter, I was telling her about like I had a friend in fifth grade that was having sex. I
yeah.
remember she told me, I was like, girl, are you crazy? Like I remember being stunned when I see my friend smoking weed. Cause I know it clearly you can tell I was like, they would call
Yeah.
me a good girl. Like even though I grew
Yeah.
up in the hood, I don't now that I'm an adult and I see my daughter and she remind me so much of me because she's like, she be telling her dad, like, you need to stop smoking cigarettes.
Yeah.
Cigarettes are bad for you.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I see so much of me and her. I just feel like I just had some common damn sense.
Yeah.
I don't think it had anything about being a good girl or being a bad girl. Because if I had to fight, I would beat your ass.
Yeah.
Okay. But
Yeah.
I just had common sense and I just knew, like, girl, nobody, we are children. Like, why are you, why,
Yeah. Exactly. What you smoking for?
why are you smoking? Why are you having sex? Like, that was my mind.
Yeah. Man, for real. What the
So
hell
I'm
is you
thankful
doing?
that, like you said, like my daughter has a braid, head on her shoulders.
Yeah.
And I know I made it comfortable. It seemed like you made it comfortable as well, where like they can come and talk to you. Like a lot of kids, they do not they cannot come talk to their parents, like at all.
About nothing. Like you can't
Nothing.
even, you don't like, and I'm gonna tell you what's crazy because a lot of dudes that are dads, man, I be telling niggas, man, like, bro, you gotta start paying. Do you even know your daughter favorite color? Do you know what she like to eat? Or do you know what your son, man, damn, do you know the music? Is you listening to the music? Do you even know what they listening to? You know what I'm saying? Like, do you know what it is, the content they consume? And like, you know what I'm saying? But you gotta be on, especially now today with the internet, but you got to know what's going on. Like, but you can't just be that old, you sitting in your room, let them sit in. Nah, but hell no, but you better be proactive. You know what I'm saying? You better
Yeah.
be in your child life and
When you
making
said
sure.
that, when you just said I had to control myself because that is nothing but my daughter. That is, he literally like my daughter is. You gotta understand, like I grew up in the hood. You know Augusta. You know Augusta. You know
Yeah,
her.
yeah, 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 yeah,
Country,
for
that's
sure.
Augusta. So I
Yeah,
grew up in the hood. So them country. Mm, let me
yeah,
phrase myself for people like that in them small towns. They don't really get out much. So my daughter lives in the suburbs. So she has friends who are Korean. She has friends who are Hispanic.
yeah,
Like she has a wide range. She don't listen to rap. She listens to K-pop. She listens to
yeah, yeah,
Korean pop
yeah,
music. She
yeah,
don't she don't listen to no Drake. That was sex. She
yeah,
don't listen to none of that bullshit.
yeah,
So when she go to her dad's house and she listen to that, get to know her.
yeah,
Like
exactly.
you may not understand it, but if I can go to a Korean K-pop convention, nigga, you can listen to a few songs.
You know what to say. I'm talking about my daughter the same way. Like man, I'm talking about, man. It is so amazing how just it's like, damn, but like that's what you be on, like for real, like
And it's
you know
kind of
what
cool.
I'm saying?
It's
Like
kind
that's
of cool.
hard. Though.
Yeah, it's kind of cool to know, like, okay, like these kids really got their own little style, and it's nice. That's
Yeah,
because you, as a parent, I feel
yeah,
like when you allow your children to really be themselves and really be comfortable who they are, they can freely like enjoy music. I remember enjoying like pop music, but like who the fuck I was gonna talk to about pop music in the hood when
yeah,
everybody was listening to what was listening to back
yeah,
then, like
yeah,
maybe some Ja Rule, some juvenile. Like this was like Lil
yeah,
Wayne, the juvenile area, the hot
yeah, yeah,
area,
yeah,
like they didn't want to listen to no motherfucking Britney Spears, but baby, I love me some Britney Spears. I thought I was
yeah.
gonna grow up to be Britney Spears. You could tell me nothing,
Nah, man.
nothing.
Yeah.
So now I get to enjoy
She had
that
it in the
music.
chokehold though. She had
Yeah,
it in the chokehold back then. I remember this shit.
yeah.
Yeah,
So I
yeah,
get to enjoy that music with my daughters. I think that's an amazing thing that you are doing as a father as well, especially with a girl, because I feel like, when girls go through hormone stages, puberty earlier, and
yeah,
the mood swings and the attitude, that's a lot to adjust to, I'm pretty sure, right?
hell yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. It is. But like I said, for me, it's because I know this. Now, see, I'm not a I'm not a naive dad. Like, oh,
Mm-hmm.
I'm just oblivious. Nah, hell no. Like, I know what the hell going on. I know how to give you your space, just like I know how to. Okay, I know when to communicate with you. Oh, you going through something? Oh, okay, then. Well, look here. I have to teach you. Well, look, that's how life works. I say that all the time. Pay attention, because you got to pay attention in life. Life, it just ain't gonna go the way you want it, because that's just how it works. Nah, that ain't how it
Mm-hmm.
go. Like I had to explain to her the other day. I said, you could be winning in life, like everything going good for you. And I said, then something could just happen and all that shit can change. But depending on how you are as a person is going to determine how your outcome is, how you going to go through this. You see what I'm saying? Through the
Mm-hmm.
downtime. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? You can't just have that me mentality, or just self. Like, nah, because a lot of the kids today, it's about instant gratification. What now? I want it now. Now, what can I do now? What can I get now? And it's not always gonna be like that. That ain't the real world.
I
That's
love that you
internet.
mentioned that, because that's been my journey for like the last. That's a great leadway into the next question as well too, about what the demands of parenting. It's easy to lose yourself. So how do you find
Yeah,
balance and prioritize your self care and maintain your identity outside of a parent? I think you just keep going and going. I know I had to realize, I'm not. Like I'm not as grateful as I should be, and that's the reason why I
yeah,
created a gratitude jar. So no matter what's going on with me, something good happened, I don't give a damn. I had a good meal, a good piece of chicken. Like, I'm grateful. Okay, right now.
yeah,
So just showing gratitude, and that just talking to my daughter as well about just being grateful. When we go on vacation, like I'm telling her, like, people are begging. Mexico, people are asking for money, and she's like
yeah,
overwhelmed. I'm like, like a few dollars is a lot to these people. Like,
yeah,
she's like, I'm like, a few dollars, like, but you got to
yeah,
get your baby,
yeah.
like it's a hood. I'm used to seeing crackheads walk up and down the street. So people basically begging for money, they ain't shit to me. But somebody like this child, that was a lot to her. And I had to explain to her, like, a lot of people in this world, like, that $5 is all they probably gonna get for the day.
Nah, but see, what you saying that's why being a dad is so important. Dad is
Mm-hmm.
supposed to show, dad is supposed to show that type of, well, you supposed to show your child this. Okay, then look here. Like, me and my daughter was at the mall one day, right? I was
Mm-hmm.
buying her some shoes. It's some niggas in there playing that 3 card Molly shit, right?
What's that?
Where the motherfucker had a 3 card with the trick, and it'd be a top or it'd be something, and they shift it up, and if you bet them that you know which one it is. You see what I'm saying? It's rigged. It's basically a rigged little card. Like,
Oh, okay. You talking about that
it,
pull a card shit?
yeah, it'd be like 1 top, 2 top, 3 tops. Can you find the rock? And they'll show you the rock. Then they get to doing all that stupid shit. Then you gotta choose.
Oh, I
Yeah,
done
you
seen
know what
them
I'm saying?
people like, I done seen people downtown, honestly.
See, that's what I'm saying. So we in the mall one day, and she seen that, and I told her, she said, "Why you?" I said, "Nah, baby." I said, "That ain't nothing but game." I said, "Every nigga you ever see do some shit like this, they getting off." I said, "You see the nigga sitting outside right there?" She said, "Yeah." I said, "He watching out. He making sure he don't get robbed." I said, "You see the other nigga over there?" I said, they look like they just shopping. They not shopping, baby. They watching
Mhm.
him, making sure he's straight, so don't nobody try to do nothing to him." You have to put that game. You have to instill that
Yeah,
game to
it's,
the
it, it's
kids to put
street.
them on point. You know what I'm
It's
saying?
street sense, and I think living in the suburbs is like these babies don't have street sense. Like, I knew what to do. Like, it's just different. It's like it's something that you just got to. We can't. I feel like you can't teach street sense. You got to actually live in the street. You just got to give the babies the tools, like common sense. I always tell my daughter, like,
Yeah,
common
yeah,
sense. Use your fucking brain. Common sense. Like, that's why whenever we walking
yeah,
somewhere, I'm always like on alert. I'm like, I'm always watching behind me. If you walking too fucking
yeah,
close behind me, I'm gonna say something to you. Can I
yeah,
help you with something? And she like, oh, calm down. I'm like, nah, we two girls walking
yeah,
around. Hell no. She just walking
yeah,
in. You just living head in the clouds.
yeah,
Life
yeah.
is
She
so
just
good.
chilling. Yeah, yeah, for sure. And I had to
Okay,
show my
like,
daughter, and I had to teach my daughter that, like, nah, baby, you have to pay attention to
pay
everything going on around you. You
pay
have to.
attention. You gotta know when
Yeah,
some
you have to.
I know when a nigga is following me. Like if I'm driving
Yeah.
on the road, Big Mikey, and I see a car try follow me too long,
Yeah.
now I'm not going home. Something,
Yeah, for
but
sure.
I'm just paranoid. I'm just paranoid because even though it's still dangerous out here, the dangers are just a little bit different.
Yeah.
Like I don't remember the term like sex trafficking until like a few years ago. Like
Man, what you talking about?
I didn't recall that shit. I don't think I had to worry about is some drug dealers getting shot up and I happen to, which I have seen. Like
Yeah.
minding my business outside, like playing.
Yeah.
Okay, that's the only thing I had to really worry about. I didn't really have to worry about no, people snatching me up, trying to,
Yeah.
it's a whole different
Yeah.
world,
Yeah. It's
So
totally different.
I think we just gotta learn how to just have that street smart and just, instilling it to the suburban kids so they can just common sense is the word. That's my preach, common sense, baby.
I can't even say just for street kids, just you gotta have common sense, but you also gotta, like, we call it the street sense, but that's just the instinct. That's our instinct.
Yeah,
That's our natural instinct. Like, man, I don't, well,
yeah,
something don't feel right here. Nah, I
yeah.
ain't doing
And,
it. You
and
know
it's
what I'm
it's
saying?
so you are. Oh my God, I'm so glad you said that because I had a situation where a man, me and my daughter are very spiritual. So if she don't feel right, if she don't feel right about some shit, she ain't feeling right about some
Yeah.
shit. And I just saw this man in his eyes. I was taking a picture, white man, right? White man dressed like a black man. One of
Yeah.
them.
Yeah.
I was taking a picture. He happened to walk by my picture. He was like, "Am I in your picture?" I said,
He
"No."
about to
Why?
find.
He was like, "Oh, I am deleted." I said, "You ain't in my picture. I don't want you in my fucking picture." So I does she anytime I get like that, she already know I pop out real quick. So she was like, "Something's not right about him," and I was like, I said, something ain't right.
Yeah.
There's something ain't right, but it's that demon. It's that demon. It's a lot of demons
Yeah.
walking amongst us, but
Yeah.
that's a whole nother show.
Nah,
You know?
for real. Nah,
Then
for
I had
sure.
my cross on me, so she's a very spiritual, intelligent
Yeah.
child. So that's the great
Yeah.
part about it. I just want her to just be a little bit more aware. I don't let my baby go walk to the store. I remember walking to the store. Don't you remember walking to the store getting some snacks
Hell yeah.
after school? What?
Walking to the store by yourself, walking to school by
What?
yourself.
I walked to school by myself third grade, got me some snacks. I had a whole little method. Leave school, go get me some snacks, walk on home. I wouldn't dare. Hell no. Hell no. I went there. Unless
But you
I
know
was
what's crazy? That shit done made us kind of soft, cause it's like now, like you, I feel the same way, and I'm like, damn, I shouldn't feel like that. Like, damn, I know you old enough to defend yourself a little bit, but they're like, man, here I just ain't with it. Like, I just don't know. I don't want you going
you know
nowhere by
why?
yourself. You know what
You
I'm
know
saying?
why? Especially when I live in an area where like women are like almost about to be trafficked. Like I've literally had somebody
Yeah.
put a white substance on my car, and I never told my
Oh,
daughter.
for real?
Yes, 2 years ago during
Damn.
this time, I had a white powder substance on the driver's seat of my window, and I got there and I just looked at it, and then I looked around, and I was like, I don't know who the fuck trying to try me, but they really done tried the wrong piece. So I
Yeah.
didn't touch, I didn't touch. I went straight to the car wash and washed it off.
Yeah.
That powder substance that, and
I
all
know
of
exactly what you're talking about.
yeah.
That shit was bad. It was a few different things going on at that time where women was getting kidnapped and shit. So I remember that.
It was like I guess it was really heavy like 2 years ago, and I saw that.
Yeah, I remember that.
I ain't saying
Yeah.
anything. I just kept it to myself. But that's a whole different type that's a whole different. That's what I'm saying. We're in a whole different realm. But I think just from talking to you and just I've been learning some things about you as well. Is just trying not to be so on fear as well. So
Yeah.
I know we kind of steered off from the question as well, but how do you prioritize your life? Because as parents, you're a single father, so how do you prioritize to keep yourself like, still doing things for you?
Shit. I just make it. I have to. Like,
Mhm.
physical fitness. I go work out. I meditate. I one for one, getting money is the biggest. Like, you got to goddamn be getting your money, you know what I'm saying, get your money up, goddamn, and you can play, you know what I'm saying, you're able to think differently. You see what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So for me, those things, like doing the music, of course. But yeah, as a man, I feel like we have to, like, because we're dependent upon. We are like women depend on it. Like motherfuckers can say, it's all this gender war shit and all that, man. Women need men just like the man need the woman. You feel what I'm saying? The man has to play his role just like the woman has to play hers. As a role for the man being a provider, protector, security, and all that type of shit, a nigga got to be on point, like, and on his game. Like, you can't even, like, put prime example. Okay, you and your significant other and your child. You know what I'm saying? Y'all living together. Y'all together as a family. Time's starting to get hard. You know what I'm saying? You might have the man might have lost his job. Trap might not be pumping. You know what I'm saying? Whatever the case may be, shit slowing up. The woman still got the demands. It's still shit getting done. Even though she might be helpful with, picking up your slack, you know what I'm saying? It's still gonna cause friction. Not having that money, man, that shit is the number one problem with the communication and money, man. Oh my God, it'll fuck up any relationship. I'm talking about with your kids, with your spouse. It fuck up relationships with your family. Like, that's the biggest factor. So me saying that, I'm saying that as a man, you get your mind right, you get yourself together. I don't give a damn what it is. If you got to be a deadbeat daddy for it, now I'm not saying be no deadbeat daddy. Please don't get it out of context, but understand what I'm saying. If you that type of nigga and you one of them niggas, I know me, I'm gonna do whatever I got to do,
right,
to make sure whatever need to be taken care of gonna get handled. So if I got to go away and, hey, look, ain't no money right now. You know what I'm saying? Hold on, type shit, because that's the type of nigga I am. When I come back, everything, it don't be no problem. So me saying that, that's how I prioritize myself. I put myself first, and then I have to make, I got to make sure my mind right. I can't. As a man, but you got to deal with everything. Everything you got to deal with everything. Everything as a black man. Oh my God. So it's like, hey, you better prioritize yourself first, nigga. And then you make sure your folks straight. You make sure your family tight. You make sure you can do all those type things that you need to do, because it's a necessity. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, for sure. Like, I'm gonna see by me. Self-care. I go get my fucking feet did, cause my feet be fucked up. I go get pedicure, nigga. I do that shit. I don't give a fuck what I'm over talking about. I do whatever's necessary for me to perform at my most optimum self. You know what I'm saying?
That is so important.
You know
like,
what I'm saying? That for real.
That's so important, because I know, I'm sure you've seen those articles about men and their mental health. And I just feel like, it's a lot of men sitting in, like, at home with their girlfriend, their wife, and they so fucking miserable. Like,
Yeah.
so miserable. Like, and like nobody, and they think it's like maybe he's moody or like, but he's really fucking depressed,
I done been through it.
really,
Let me tell you something.
you
Let me
know.
tell you something. Let me tell you something. Nigga, two miserable people in the same house together, that shit is not gonna work. You
Okay, like,
mad for whatever reason. I'm mad for whatever reason. We don't even want to talk about the shit. We'd rather just argue. You know what I'm saying? We would rather, boy, that's toxic. Boy, a motherfucker would rather, the only way we can speak to each other, we got to start an argument. You know what I'm saying? Man, that ain't it. That's not it. That's not conducive to the family dynamic. That is not it. The kids see that shit. That shit ain't it, man. You know what I'm saying? So, boy, I'm talking about, and being broke, two people together broke, boy, you got a problem, boy. Y'all ain't.
I'm glad that I know you mentioned that earlier too. I didn't really, sometimes, people hate me enough when I talk about certain stuff like that. But I do feel like a man with no money is a very angry man. That's why I don't fool with him. God, I always feel like as a man, get get your shit together. I've let a lot of guys go. I've let a lot of guys go be money, and a few of them may come across this. Y'all know if I said to you, I told many of them, because I'm an old soul, so I'll tell you just like this, like an old lady would tell you, you need to get your life together.
Yeah, for
You need to get
sure.
your life together. You need to get your money together.
Nah,
And
for
if I'm
real.
available, I might be open to the rekindling them, but I can't. You need to get your life together. I've met
Nah,
so
that's
many nice guys,
facts.
but you gotta get your life because a broke man is a miserable man. And one thing I've learned about energy transfer, if everything's going right in my life and I just got a promotion, I gotta hear your bullshit every day about how you this and you that. That's gonna drain me. You know,
Yeah,
you
yeah,
gotta get your. I can't. That's another thing I've learned too as I mature. You know, I found myself in my 20s trying to be like, trying to fix niggas like Ayala, trying to get these niggas advice, but I cannot teaching the man how to be a fucking man. Like
nah,
that's some shit
for
your
sure.
dad should have taught you. I can give you some encouragement. I remember, like, to the one dude, if you come across this, I sent that nigga to my spiritual reader. I said, look here, maybe she can give you some guidance. Okay. I used she gave me it was a free. My next session was supposed to be free. I gave it to him, and I hope whatever she said to him really encouraged him. Okay,
Yeah,
because it's not my problem. It's not my problem. You know, one of the ways I self care myself, I prioritize myself by focusing on myself.
yes,
Okay,
yeah,
I cannot worry about what I have me and my child. Because one thing about me, I know when I ain't being right. My daughter asked me, "Are you okay?" Because
yeah,
even if I'm acting like I'm okay, that shit is on my face.
yeah,
You know, it's like, you know, kids know when you ain't okay, and it ain't been like anything like serious. No man, it's been like family, personal stuff where I had to prioritize myself and change my fucking number
yeah,
and
yeah,
change
yeah.
my motherfucking
And if
number.
you
Like
gotta do that, do that.
literally
You know
break
what
the
I'm
cycle. Like, and
saying?
when I tell you, like, that was one of the biggest ways I think I prioritized myself by like putting myself first, not giving a fuck about nobody, focusing on like, look at this ain't soothing me well. So
No, you got
me,
to.
how I do it is focusing on myself. So if some
Yeah,
shit ain't serving me well, I don't care if it's a job, I don't give a damn if it's
I
friends.
promise
Like,
you.
you guys to go because when I ain't right, I'm moody. I'm very moody, and I'm snappy.
Yeah,
Okay, about little shit. Okay,
yeah,
little juice on the tape. That's not no shit to be snapping about.
yeah, for sure,
Okay,
for sure, for sure.
so that's how I prioritize myself by putting me first. Okay,
You
motherfuckers
got
gotta
to.
go.
You have
Okay,
to.
I
Like,
don't deal with drama. I don't got no drama in my life. I ain't got no men stressing me out. I ain't got no friends talking behind my back. It's a really peaceful life of it. This is the best.
I know that's real.
Okay, so it's
Promise
like,
you, I know the feeling.
man, what? So that's how I prioritize myself. Now I could get better with, doing more things, but I'm a single mom, and I'll be honest with you, I'll say this on public record. My daughter daddy, he just ain't a dependable ass nigga. He
Yeah,
just ain't. I can't, I think I can't just go off to on vacation and be like, oh, get her for the weekend. He's not a dependable ass nigga. And I
yeah.
say that on I say this on camera. He ain't a dependable. I can't say, oh, I got like if I got an emergency right now, I'm gonna just have to figure the fuck out.
Damn, that shit crazy. And you know what's crazy about that?
I've been at the hospital and I had my daughter with me. It's life. You know,
And it's crazy that you speaking on that because, man, as men, we got to do better. Like, men, but we got to do better, man. Like, boy, you help create that. You know what I'm saying? You help create that life that's in this world. You gotta you gotta take responsibility, just like, you see what I'm saying? Like, man, the woman gonna have a child, nigga. A man can lead a woman right now, boy. That child ain't going nowhere. You know what I'm saying?
mm,
Unless he take the child, and then that's a whole nother story. But,
yeah.
man, like what you just said, like, men, well, we gotta step it up. Like, and I understand you might not want to deal with your baby mama and, oh man, this and that, bro. But you made the decision to lay down with this person, man. Like, man, did nobody tell you, hey, nobody put a gun in your head and was like, nigga, you gonna fuck. You know what I'm saying? Nah, nigga. You chose to be with that person. You laid down with that person. Y'all end up creating a life together. Boy, as much as you don't like that, you ain't gotta be in their life. If you feel like I don't want to be around, you need to still be doing something. You see what I'm saying? Like,
Mhm.
boy, I know a lot of, man. Let me tell you something. I be thinking about back in the day, like, damn, how folks and ancestors, how was they having all these damn children? And,
Right.
you know what I'm saying? And how was they able to? God damn, nigga, you had 8, 9 kids over here, and you had an outside family. Like what?
Mhm.
How y'all? You see what I'm saying? But
Right.
when you find out, no, that's because goddamn great granddad or great uncle them man was that nigga. He made sure goddamn everything was straight over here, and it
Mhm.
wasn't never no question. The only reason y'all even know that goddamn he had an outside family was because he died. You see what I'm saying?
Right. Yep, that's
So
true.
it's like, man, as a man, we gotta do better, man. Like, and man, niggas gotta stop making them excuses, bro. Like, man, stop.
Yeah,
That I'm
I
gonna tell
think
you something.
yeah.
That's what made me that now in the state I'm in mentality now. That's what made me watch. I don't just holler at any broad that just wanna that giving me the eye or just you know what I'm
Right.
saying think I'm cute or some shit like that. Now, if your energy ain't right to me off the rip, or it's certain things I go by now. I didn't care back when I was young. I did not
Mm,
care. Oh, you fine? You want to fuck with me? Come on. You know what I'm saying? Not thinking, man,
for
who is
sure.
this bitch? I don't even know this whole family history. Is you crazy? Y'all got diabetes in your family. Do
You're
y'all
fish.
got money? Like, yeah, you don't the shit you need to know. You ain't even studying it. You feel me?
Yeah.
Nah, not no more. Mm-mm.
I
You
think
gotta
that's
come
some great
correct.
that's some great advice that you gave a lot of these men be monkey, but I'm gonna tell you, be honest with some of these niggas just like lack parental sense, and some niggas just ain't got it. You know, some niggas can be right in the house and really not be in their house, like
Yeah,
literally, like
yeah,
tune out on the game. Some niggas are really there, but they not like presently
yeah.
there. Like,
No,
so
you right.
some niggas just ain't got that parental instinct. Like they there, they ain't there, be they pay child support, they there, they just ain't got that parental instinct. Some niggas, some people just ain't got it. Women too. A lot of women can't bond, can't connect. They just there. You know, some people just there.
Yeah, I believe that a lot of
You
people
know,
ain't
some
meant to
people
be
just ain't
parents.
there, and I think that's
Yeah,
just a personal problem. You know, that
yeah.
ain't me. But
Yeah, you're right. Because there's a lot of people that just not parent material. You're
they
not
just
a
ain't got that
yeah,
instinct. Like
you're not a good parent. You suck as a parent.
you
But you're a
there,
good
you know,
person, but you suck as a parent. I know exactly what you're saying. Yeah,
like
yeah,
you there, like you know, some niggas just there. Like you hear so many people. I know so many people who had like mom and dad in the house, and they daddy was there. They daddy went to work. Their daddy paid bills, but they daddy don't know shit about them. They don't know their daddy birthday.
yeah,
Like it was no bonding. Like that
yeah,
nigga was just there.
for sure. For
You
sure.
know?
And what's crazy, I can honestly say the way I came up, it was my daddy wasn't, you know what I'm saying? Like he wasn't that type of, oh man, how was your day to day? Nah, he shit. My daddy barely came before he died, nigga. My daddy barely came to a lot of my games. You know what I'm saying? When I was in
Mm.
sports and shit. So it's like, boy, it's talking about emotions. Nah, you know what I'm saying? You ain't. I don't even. I never saw I saw my daddy cry one time, and that was because his mama died. My grandmama died. You see what I'm
Oh,
saying? So
yeah.
and it's certain things that I learned from him. Like, nah, I don't want to be like that. My daddy used
Mhm.
to drink heavy. I don't drink. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, me too. My
Man, that nigga
mom.
smoked cigarettes heavy. I don't smoke cigarettes. He like eating pork. It just the life. The lifestyle he was living that I peeped at. No, I don't like that. I don't want to do that. You know what I'm
Isn't
saying? So
that
a lot
amazing? I
to
think
learn from him as well from the absence.
that's a scary thing too, because I know one thing I raised my daughter is to, go on with her life. Like I don't want my daughter to come back and try to take care of me. I want her
Yeah,
to live her life and live her life to the best. But sometimes, you sometimes you wonder like if your kids watching you. Like I'm always talking to my daughter, just making sure, like, are you okay? Like, are you like you think I'm a good mom? Like I just need that satisfaction to know that am I like doing okay as a parent? Because at the end of the day, like, don't nobody know what the fuck they doing. We just out
nah,
here winging this parenting shit. We winging
yeah,
it. So I just want to check in with you to make sure you good. And I knew I was doing good when my daughter told me, like, I feel safe when I'm with you. You
yeah,
know, like I feel safe when I'm with you. I said, oh, okay, that lets me know, okay, I'm doing something right, to the point where it's like she know, like anybody got her any type of issue she got, like she knows she can come talk to me, and that's the
yeah,
relationship. We ain't
yeah,
friends, but we have a good time. Okay, I'm a hoop. I'm really a fun taxpayer. I'm always doing stuff fun. Like I'm always got an idea.
yeah,
We gonna get out this
yeah,
house because we're not about to be sitting in this house and let life pass us
yeah,
by. You
yeah,
know,
for sure.
so let's lead to the next question. You being a girl dad, what is your experience raising a daughter? And has this, like, and then also I want to talk about, I know we talk about our own fathers too, but I want to hear, like, what it's like being a girl dad for you, because child, we'll get to that.
Well, well, at first, I remember when she first came, right, and
Mhm.
it was like, damn, like just my first child, period. I was like, damn, like it still hadn't dawned on me that, boy, this little person finna be with you for the rest. You know what I'm saying? This person is finna be a part of your life for the rest of your life.
Mhm.
So, a little bit time goes on, and I'm seeing my daughter grow and year after year, and I'm like, man, like she got me fucked up. Like she called me. I'm talking about, man, she needs something. You see what I'm saying?
I
Like,
love it.
you feel me? So it's like, man, like, but it's rightfully the best thing that could have happened to me, because
Mhm.
the mentality I had back then, man, was some bullshit. You know what I'm saying? So God knew what He was doing. You know what I'm saying? And
I, I I'm so glad you said it, and I want you to hold that thought, because at the end of the show, we really gonna get into about when you said that, God knew what He was doing. We
yeah,
definitely gonna touch on the spiritual apps, side of, sometimes why I feel like God gives you children,
yeah,
especially your first children. I think I love the girl dad movement, and I think when I didn't have a dad growing up. My dad was married. He took care of his stepkids. He didn't take care of me at all. But it's cool. It's all right. It's fucking cool. Uh,
no, I
it's
get it.
just
I get it. I
so
got a lot of
I
friends
feel like
like
you
that.
become. I always feel like I tell people like this, right? Because I grew up with a lot of friends who were raised by single dads.
Yeah,
So I feel like I have a certain respect for dads, because I know how it is. I've had like 3 friends who were raised by single dads. I'm talking about single dads. They ain't had no woman. They was cooking breakfast. You know,
yeah,
I ain't never need no money. They ain't never made me feel
yeah,
uncomfortable at all. They was raising their daughters, like raising their daughters. I had a friend who daddy was a truck driver.
yeah,
Okay. So
yeah,
he would get off the road. He'd be like, "Oh, shit, can Kayla spend the night? I spend the night." He take her to the skating ring. I ain't have to spend no money, nothing. Just really
yeah,
nice. Just made me feel safe. So I have a respect for father, even though I didn't have a father growing up. I was raised by my mom, but I guess it's a little different for girls, because I feel like girls really, really, really long for their mom. So when you have like girls who don't have like a relationship with their mom, I think it really affects them more. Honestly,
yeah,
I think it affects them more. But I think the thing with girls is when they have those dads that like pop in and then pop out and then pop in and then pop out every couple of years, or every couple of months. I think that's where you start fucking with people mentally. Like if the nigga wasn't just there, I can't. I don't have no attachment to you.
yeah,
You get
yeah,
what I'm
yeah,
saying? It's
yeah.
those
I
dads
got I
when
got plenty of female friends like that. I
yeah,
know
you
plenty of
waiting, like
female friends.
you waiting at the window. Your daddy said he coming Saturday, he don't come. Like I didn't go through that. The nigga just didn't come. So, so I think my worry is just like, my daughter. She's damn that she ain't no girl dad. She ain't no girl dad. It's so unfortunate, because it's like like it's the opportunity to be, but
Yeah,
they just don't have that bond like that. Like
yeah.
it's the weirdest shit. I don't get it.
Nah,
Um,
it's just crazy, because most girls, they do want that bond with their dad. That's the
mm,
closest thing to a man, or learning about a man, or
yeah,
seeing a man that they got. So it's like it kind of teaches them, the absence teaches them, like, man, niggas ain't shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? They get the
yeah,
thing like, but
yeah,
then once they get older, to realize like, oh no, it's not all of them. It's
yeah,
this one in particular. You see what I'm saying?
yeah,
Yeah, so yeah, that shit crazy. And I guess when I was younger, when I had her, I couldn't see myself doing that. Like, you know what? I could have been left, or you see what I'm saying? Like I couldn't see myself doing it. I couldn't see myself just be like, you know what, I'm not gonna take care of my responsibility. I'm
yeah.
just gonna go on and dip. I couldn't see myself doing it. You know what I'm saying?
I don't really have no answer. I think the only thing is now is just like, I'm not involved in their relationship. She has a phone, they have a relationship, but they have all, that's the thing, they have all the opportunity to fucking bond. Like, I don't know. I don't know what it is. And it just, I think the testament, as I always told him, as a testament, it's gonna be like when your daughter gets older and she becomes an adult, is she gonna answer the phone when you call? That's the
She
shit you need
still
to know.
will. She will, because deep down she still want daddy. I'm telling you,
I don't know.
I have
I don't
female
think you know
friends
my
that
daughter.
go through the same thing. Like, I got a
I
homegirl
don't.
right
I don't. I mean, I
going
don't.
through that same thing.
You know what? I don't think she doesn't have it's a weird thing. It's like I just can't.
It's
I'm
in the back of her mind. It's in the back of her mind though. Like she might not even show it, but I guarantee you, somewhere in her mind, it's like, damn. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn, man, why you didn't got to fuck with me? You know what I'm saying? Damn, you fuck with my little brother, man. You ain't want to fuck with me. You know
no,
what I'm
but
saying?
D Mikey, listen to me. It's the same way with her little brothers. That's why I said I
Oh,
don't think
man.
it's. I think some people just ain't got that parental, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I thought that too. I said maybe it's because she a girl. You know, no, it's just the same. I think just, niggas love the game. And we're gonna end it like that. Niggas love the video games. Oh, shit. Oh, that was funny. Oh boy, that was funny as hell. But niggas love the game. And I really hope I hope
Niggas
I
do love
offend.
the game, boy.
And
You
if
ain't
I offend
lying, boy.
anybody out there, I hope that I really got you right here when I say that. So next, we both have, your daughter's a teen, shit. So
Yes.
first I was like
Yeah.
preteens and I didn't know her age, but your daughter a teen. My
Nah,
daughter is
she's a teenager, yeah.
I guess she is she's 11, but she's like that's preteen, right? She's about to be 12, right?
Yeah. She's a
Yeah.
preteen, yeah.
Yeah. So how, have you been able to, like, go through that phase of the preteen stage and now teen stage? Like, and even what kind of advice would you give, like, to myself and other parents who are going into that, situation? Like,
Man, what I will say is pay attention to your child. Now
mhm,
you need to be more attentive to them now, because they finna get ready to be grown. You know what I'm saying?
it's
And
coming fast, ain't it?
this is the most pivotal. This is the most pivotal time of their life, because now they transition into the the social economic part of life. Damn.
Mhm.
Okay, then these the cool kids. Just like I tell my daughter, okay, I said, baby, you a freshman now. You finna see the jocks. You finna see the cheerleaders. You finna see the
Mhm.
popular motherfuckers. You finna see the nerds. You finna see the different classifications, and you gonna see where you fit in. You know what I'm saying? I said, but the thing and I had to tell. I said, but the thing about me was, I said I played football, but I was still cool with everybody. I was
Yeah.
cool with the nerds. I was cool with the pretty girls. I was cool with everybody. So it's like, shit. Where do you fit? Where do you consider yourself being in that circle? You got to teach them and show them, like, okay, look, this is what's gonna happen. This situation happens, it's gonna turn out like this. You
Mhm.
have to be more attentive, because now they gonna be with their friends more. They you can think about it, they at school all day. They with their friends and at school most of the day more than they with you. You know what
Mhm.
I'm saying? Especially if you work all the time. So
Yeah.
you got to make sure, hey, okay, then, yeah, you still got your social life with your friends and this and that, but you still got to instill in them kids, hey, the principle, the morals. Hey, look here, you just ain't finna be acting like this just because your friends doing this, that don't mean you finna be doing it, motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Like, you
Mhm.
have to be attentive. You know what I'm saying? You have to be. This is the most
Mhm.
pivotal. I don't know why I keep saying that word wrong. This is the most pivotal point in their life, especially when they get in high school. Like,
Yeah.
you done
And,
been in high school, you know what it was like. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying?
I was in there.
It
I
was
was telling
everything.
my daughter, I think. Okay, so let me ask you a question. Let's understand, like, the setups. Like, do your daughter go to a school that's like, what's the like the races and the divide? Because my daughter
Oh,
is
it's
like,
mixed. It's mixed, because they combine. See where I'm from. It's a small town, and we used to have three main high schools, one on each side of town. So they combined them schools like 2005 or six, I want to say, because they did it after I got out of school. So they combined all the high schools and made them as one. So all the kids is together now. Ain't no more separation.
Ooh, that's some
So
country
now,
shit.
yeah. So now you get to see. Okay, then we see the white folks, we see the foreign students, all that. You know, it's a mixture.
Oh, okay. I see how they. So it's like they still got like that jock, that football, like that. Those type of like groups, right? The
Yes,
farm, the country.
that's
I
what
guess
I'm saying. They got the jocks, they got the athletes, you got the cheerleaders, you got the popular girl, the popular dude, you got the niggas that can dress fly, you got the girls know how to dress, you got the
okay.
then you got the niggas everybody know like man they lame as hell, motherfucker be picking on them because they were broke or ain't got it. Then you
Okay.
got you know what I'm saying. It's
Okay,
like
but
that. It's still like
it's
that.
like the same. Like I remember
Yeah.
growing up, you know, I was telling my I didn't play sports. I was like the girl that can dress nice, and I was creative, and I was cool with everybody. So I didn't. It's funny because I was like popular, but like I didn't do shit. Like I didn't.
Yeah.
I didn't do no activity. I was the
Yeah.
creative girl. Like I was the writer. Like if we have a speaker, they're gonna get Kayla to go up there and introduce the speaker. Like that was more of the like the personality person.
Yeah.
So you know, I didn't experience any bullying, or I didn't experience any things like my first fight. Like like I beat her up so bad, like she became one of becoming my friend. So I didn't have like I
Yeah.
didn't have no issues. Like
Yeah.
it's weird. And I think being an only child for my daughter, you know, her school situation so far is like it's more racial issues. You know, we've had to
Oh,
have
okay.
racial conversations, you know, about like, you know, when she wore her natural hair out. And you know, when she told me that somebody said something about her hair, I think that was the first time I was like, "Why would somebody say something about you wearing your hair in a ponytail?" Like all black girls, when you about to get your hair did right, you know
Yeah.
you're gonna wear your hair in a ponytail
What
because
they
you just had
do.
a wash
Yeah.
and you got a hair appointment. So I'm like, and I was like, wait, was the girl black? And she was like, no. And I was like, oh shit, like this is different. Like,
Yeah.
cause I didn't go through that, you know, like we was all black, you know, like you knew you seen your girl, your friend, she coming to school with her natural hair and her ponytail. She must about to get her hair did this weekend. Like so it was like really interesting. It's also interesting to see like my daughter, you know, when she had like having issues with like boys trying to be mean to her. But you know, if it's only you the only black girl in the class and he the only black boy in the class, why do he fucking with you? Like why is he
Because he
trying to
like
like
her. He likes her.
no, he's trying to impress those. No, let me tell you something. My daughter
Oh, okay.
like it's like we've had to have real serious conversations about the black
Okay.
boy who's trying to impress these boys. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, that's the type of shit I've had to deal with. It's kind of like, okay, like, oh, okay, like, oh, this how we okay.
Yeah.
That was new for me. Cause I was like,
Yeah.
it was a shocker for me. And
Yeah.
and also like just meeting her parents, her friends' parents. Like, okay,
Yeah. Yeah.
she got a
That's what's
Korean,
new to me.
yeah,
That's what's new.
she got a
That's what's
Korean
new to me.
friend, her Korean friend. I guess her mom a single parent, and the lady don't speak no English. So every time I see her, she smile at me. I smile at her like I don't know what the fuck to say. Like we
Yeah.
can't talk to you.
Yeah.
You know,
I
so I
understand.
think, but my daughter,
Yeah.
she love one thing I've noticed about her, she loves school. Like, oh, she loves school. Like, she really loves school. Like, she really loved to learn. And I think that's been no, she really.
She love it. Oh, she the teacher's pet.
I don't think I don't think she just really loved. She has her. She's a okay. She's a child. Like she already know what she's gonna do with her future. Like her future is bright. Like she knows like she's getting the hell out of school. I tell her this all the time, like you gotta make good grades if you want to do something with your life. All these you like vacation, you like they all that K-pop shit, that shit costs money. So you gotta do something. She go to school, she takes them. I have her been learning is fun. Like she
Yes.
enjoys learning
Yeah.
because it's gonna better her life. So I think that's the thing that we've done with I think I've already instilled a lot of my friends who have daughters too, they kind of behind. I've been had the sex talk. I've talked to her about, you know, one of the important things I tell her, don't tell nobody nothing you won't want the world to know.
Yeah.
Okay. Don't tell
Sure.
your friends shit that you won't want other people to know. Because you got to understand, I'm telling you, one day you get to school and your friends be acting funny towards you. You don't know what the fuck is up. That's just
Yeah.
how girls is.
Yeah.
Okay, you tell them some personal business, all of a sudden they telling everybody. You talk about one friend and one for girl, she'll go back and tell the other girl what you said.
What you said, yeah.
I know how it is when you have the mix up friends. Because I mixed up a few group friends. Okay. It's awkward and it's different. So you want to have it's okay to have your friend, but you gotta learn how to write some shit in your diary. She has a diary. That write your shit in your diary. Do not tell your because it's like because you're a boy, you don't know what it's like with a girl having issues with her fucking friends. Like that shit can be some girls be getting terrorized.
Yeah, I don't seen it. I don't man, look, I'm not a woman, but I grew up seeing how girls treat each other, how they do each other, how they y'all cool, like y'all, I don't know how, and niggas is doing this now. I guess this that sassy era shit. Niggas is doing this shit now. Women good at this. Women are talk shit about each other. And they can fake it though. They can get in front of each other, fake, hey girl, and woo, 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 woo. Like y'all know how to fake that shit and still be cordial amongst each other, unless you just really got smoked with somebody. You see what I'm saying? Niggas just be faking it. Niggas will do that shit. Niggas do that shit amongst their homeboys. Niggas will talk about you. You better came up, boy, what up, boy? Woo, woo, boy. As soon as you leave, boy, they did. I'm talking about, boy, they talking about you so bad, it's unreal. Like, but you'll think this is your righteous partner. You'll be like, damn, that's my nigga. Woo, woo, woo. Niggas is like that now.
I've had a guy tell me some personal family business about his brother, and it was something that I just did not need to know. And it's like, why? Like people just be gossiping just to gossip, like they ain't got nothing. Yeah. And that's the thing I kept telling her. You know, one of the things I was telling her too about you. I was like, look, I know you're gonna like boys. You know, I know you're gonna like boys when you get older. I'm just telling you like this. It's like focus on your education. Don't get distracted by boys, okay? Like your money come first, and then you focus on boys. You think about like your life relationship when you go to college and you meet somebody that's on the same level as you. I said anybody that you like in high school, let that shit be like fun, cute shit. Like all that trying to take it serious. We're gonna get married when I get older. Like, girl, like that's some bullshit. And I was telling her, you know, one of the things I showed her a box of mine with my boyfriend broke up with me in high school. Yeah, I got to talk to my daughter about that because these kids would think you lying. If they think you lying, you know how they think we just making up shit. No, like I'm telling her, like when I got to my freshman year of high school, I dated a senior. And them bitches were very mad about it. Them singers and they was I had no business dating that boy. Like them bitches, they did not like me. Imagine walking down the hallway and hearing bitches talking about you. Imagine going to the bathroom here and bitches talking about you on the, like writing on the like. That was some stuff I didn't need. I should have been focusing on my freshman year of high school. I should have been enjoying the school year. So I was telling her like boys would be a distraction. And then when it was time for him to go to prom, he wanted to break up. Like, what was that for? Like, and she was like, something. I don't know what she was thinking. You know that boy was told for you. I said, what?
He told you that?
Huh?
He told you that?
No, she told me that when I showed her that I still got the note. Like I hold on to shit, B-Man. I'm one of those people. I love holding on to stuff. I still got the note that he wrote me and broke it with me.
Oh, okay.
You know, back then you used to pass notes.
Yeah, for sure. That's what I was telling my partner on the other day. I said, you remember back when we used to write notes and shit, nigga, do you like me? Yes or no?
Yeah.
It was just that simple. It wasn't no internet, wasn't no, you couldn't even bump into it. You had to see somebody in person.
You know what now?
You didn't see them.
We had Facebook. Facebook was out back then. Facebook, no, MySpace was out back then. That's when we had it.
That's right.
Yeah, I graduated high school in 2010, so we had MySpace. And then my last year of high school, that's when Facebook popped up.
Yeah.
So, but it's just like we couldn't have phones in school. Like, they was real serious about that. Like, we had no touchscreen phones. We still was flipping.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, so just I think it's easier for me to relate these situations to my daughter because I have stories like like telling her about the dumb friend, the friend that didn't graduate high school, and like how that feels when you don't graduate high school and all your friends get their diploma. Like now you stuck in your hometown. Kids don't think about shit like that. Everything is a joke and funny.
Yeah, you ain't lying. And I had to explain my daughter that, like, and I appreciate the fact that she's attentive when I tell her this stuff. It ain't just going through one ear out the other. She's really paying attention to what I'm saying.
They like it.
Cause she'll see Cause once I tell her and explain it to her and she see it for herself, she be like, Daddy, you was right. And I was like, I told you, what I'm saying? I ain't telling you, I ain't gonna tell you nothing
Don't
wrong.
that
You know
make
what
you
I'm saying?
feel good? Don't that make you feel good when they say you was right?
Yeah, because it only make me feel good because it's like, okay, you paying attention. I know you
Mm-hmm.
paying attention. Like, okay, then you keep that going for yourself and you gonna be all right. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, for
And
sure.
I think I know a lot of parents, they tiptoe around stuff. I mean, clearly you can tell I'm outspoken. I be telling my daughter, like, look, ain't your friends having sex? All that. She like, oh God, no. She was like, we don't do stuff like that. She was like, we don't
Yeah.
do stuff like that. I was like, oh, okay. And I was like, I just asked her just like that. I was like, okay, well, I was like, if any of your friends even thinking about having sex, you tell them don't do that and tell them they do that, they're gonna get an STD, okay? You tell me and I tell their mama, okay? I'm like, I'm a straight shooter, just pow, just and I know, I already know. Listen to me, be working. I already know my daughter said she don't want no kids. Like
Yeah.
she said she want to live her life. She want to travel. Like she want to travel.
I know
I
that's
don't
right.
know if I'm gonna be a grandparent. So if I
Yeah.
do be a grandparent, I know that my baby's gonna be biracial.
Yeah.
I know that, and I'm okay with that. Okay, I just
So
want my
you know
daughter.
that for sure. You know that.
I know my baby well.
Yeah.
I know her
Yeah.
well. I'm
Yeah.
trying to figure out what she like from the posters on her wall, the little boy bands, and
Okay.
ain't no niggas
Yeah.
up there. But
Okay.
that's okay though. All I care about is my baby being with somebody that's gonna treat her right, respect her, and gonna take care of her, and got some money by herself. Like she know not to bring no bum ass nigga home to me. Don't even do it. Don't even do it. I had a conversation. I told her, like, look here. I told her, I said, look here. I know you got a little thing, not the Korean boy. I know you like that because I see it. But she's also, I said, listen to me. I said, just make sure they mama, they mom and dad ain't racist.
Yeah.
Make sure because
Sure.
it's not gonna fly with me.
Yeah.
I said, you gotta understand you a black girl. And they need to understand that you black too, right? She said, I
Yeah.
said, they need to understand that you black. She said, okay. I said, you right? I said, okay. And I left it at that. She got
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Okay. We've already established that,
Yeah.
so I'm one of those parents. It's like, that's my daughter's life. It's not my fucking life. I just don't want her being with nobody that's gonna hurt her, abuse her, and take advantage of her. I don't give a fuck about having no mixed little babies. I don't care. I don't
Yeah.
care. I don't care. Okay. That's just me. I don't know how you feel about it. I know you're a black man, you're a black dad. So I know, I don't
I
know what your
mean,
thoughts about it.
I would want my daughter to keep, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I want you to be happy. I want you to be safe. I want you to
Oh,
feel, and I want you to feel and know that the person that you chose is gonna be everything that you want or expect. Like,
yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because of the way you carry yourself, how you handle yourself, you are supposed to expect. That's what you want. That's what you want. You don't want
Okay.
to just settle for the bare minimum.
Hell no. And I think, as a single mom, one of the things I made clear, was um my daughter ain't never met no guy I've dated.
Okay.
The whole 12 years, net one. I don't bring men around my daughter. I set a particular standard for myself. And one thing my daughter, she's noticed a difference of me, and she noticed a difference when she go to her dad's house and see what's going on over there. You know, she noticed stuff at a young age, and she like, I just, that whole how can I say, the whole I'm pretty sure I'm gonna paint a picture for you, the playing on the game while the girl she
It's
cooking
that game. It's that game, boy. It comes back to that
but
game. But you don't fuck with the game. Listen here, y'all. Audience. Kayla got the 411. Does not fuck with niggas that's on
no,
that
no,
game.
no.
She
Let me
telling you
tell you
that.
something. No, 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 no. Let me tell you something because I like to play The Sims. I love
Oh,
playing The Sims, but at the end of the day, I'm a grown ass woman. I'm adult,
yeah.
and I can't just sit on the game for 12 hours or 24 hours when I
Yeah.
gotta cook dinner, I gotta clean up, I got bills to pay, I got shit to do. The spare time I got, I could be doing something productive. Okay, sitting on the
For sure.
game all day, letting life pass you by while your girlfriend cooking, cleaning, running behind the children, doing shit while you just sitting on the game, just sitting there, just sitting there. Then go to work and then get back on the game and sit there. Like, can't no nigga be in my house like that. So it looks like Beat Monkey had to leave us, but one of the things that I want to end the show with is, what is one thing that you believe in strongly as a parent that some people may seem controversial. One of the things that I really stand for as a parent is the fact that you can't be selfish as a parent. Like, you just cannot be selfish. I know a lot of parents who feel like, okay, it can still be all about me and be a parent. It doesn't work like that. You can still make time for yourself, but living in fully selfishness as a parent is so irresponsible and it's so unsafe to your children. There are so many parents out here who are putting their children's lives in danger. There are women bringing men in their house that they don't know. Babies are getting abused right under their roof because so many women are desperate and they're selfish for love and attention. Okay. There are so many fathers out here who are not being active in their children's lives because they want to run the streets and they want to do their thing, just being selfish. You don't get to be selfish as a parent. And if you are a selfish person, or you will not be able to get over your selfishness, I don't think that you need to be having children because children don't deserve to come into this world and deal with your bullshit, you being irresponsible, and you putting their well being in jeopardy. That's something that I truly believe in. I will never change my mind about. Like, you don't get to be a parent and be selfish. You just can't. Your children will always have to come first because they're children, they're innocent, and they're vulnerable. Okay? So that's what I truly believe in, and I'm standing on it. So I'm Kayla Got the 411. Thank you all so much for joining me for the Kayla Perspective Show, and I'll see you guys on next month's episode. I'm out.